everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I'm working on a little Christmas DIY. I figured I'm going to mix it up here. Sorry, I'm opening up a cough drop. My throat's dry. Mix it up here. I know I got some fall things coming up here too, but as I'm thinking of these things, like every other year, I put things away. I'm actually just going to make this now. Something you can put on your list if you don't want to do it now, but it'll be here before you know it, guys. You know that. Anyway, I found this cool vase bowl, whatever you want to call it. It looks kind of like a fish bowl at the thrift store. You can find these pretty much anywhere, you know, a nice round bowl. I'm going to fill this up with some lights and I have all my Christmas ornaments here that I could dig out of my stash downstairs. And then we're going to put a top on this and we're going to decorate that up so it'll be really cute on top, which is what I want to do first. So that's what we're going to do at this bottom, but I figure I'll get this done because I want to use some glue here, and I got this all dirty. It'll give this a chance to dry a little bit better. But I'm going to use hot glue, and I think I'm going to use a little bit of this tacky glue. I'm going to take a piece of one of these towels that you get at Dollar Tree in the automotive section. Nice fluffy towels. I love using these for stuff like this for Christmas because, you know, it looks kind of snowy. So that's going to be my base for the decorations we're going to put on top here. So I just cut out a random piece here, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of Aleene's clear tacky glue. I had it upside down here so it would get to the bottom. And I'm also going to use some hot glue. I want to go around the edge because I want to keep working on this, as it'll take a little while for this other glue to dry, but I thought this is going to give it a little extra protection here in the center with this. So we're going to do that in the middle just to make sure this stays on good. Alright, let me put this aside. And then I'm going to take some hot glue around the edges, but I'm going to put this on top of this fabric first. So there we go. And then I'm just going to flip this over and kind of go around the edges here with the hot glue, just because that's going to take a while to dry and I want to keep working on it here. So we're going to get that all glued down nice. And then we'll set this aside for a little bit so it can cool and dry while we fill up our little bowl here. And I'm going to put some of the fairy lights inside. I love things that light up starting fall. I like things that light up at night, you know, because it gets dark so early. And it's just fun to have some cute little light up ornaments and things around. And I think I made it all the way around, did I? I don't know, let's just put another dab in here. Need some more glue. But, yeah, there we go. That's pretty much where I started, I guess. Alright, so I'm just going to flip this upside down for a little bit to let that glue take on there. I'm just looking for something to set. I'm actually going to set it over here, and then I'll actually set my tape dispenser on top of it just to hold it down better. There we go. Alright, so while that's drying a little bit here, we're going to take our bowl, and I thought it would be nice to put a little bit of this faux snow down in the very bottom, because it's kind of a weird shape down there, and it's not, you know, the Christmas balls aren't going to sit down there nice anyway. So I'm just going to fill that in, and I'm hoping this is going to work nicely. This Christmas snow can be a pain in the neck sometimes, but let's see. Is that going to be too much? You know what? We're just going to put it all in there. It's so pretty, and it shows up so nice with the lights and things. All right, so there we go. We have our base down there with that pretty snow. It's got little flecks of blue and purples in it. And then I'm going to start with my lights here. These are, I think there's 20 lights on these. These I bought off of Amazon. You can get these little fairy lights pretty much anywhere, and I like these because they have the nice small little battery pack there instead of I mean, the ones from Dollar Tree are fine, you know, but you just have a lot more work to try to hide those battery packs. So now this thing's going to cooperate because my hands get stupid and shaky sometimes, so let's see, because I want these to be towards the outside, so I figured I'd start putting them in and then just maybe add some of these little Christmas balls in here to kind of hold it in place for me. I'm hoping. That's my theory. I tried to bend it. I wrapped it around this thing, thinking maybe I could shape it to the size of the bowl. Really didn't want to stay, but we're just going to do it this way with the balls. And hoping that's going to solve my problem. Keep those down there where I want them. All right. I have some little Christmas balls here. Don't fall out. This thing is going to spring out on me, isn't it? Hang on. Let me get something to set on here. There we go. I have a whole bag of these, the mini Christmas balls, and I thought these would look cute. Just kind of placed in between some of these big ones here so there's not such a space. Take some of these out of here. See, that looks cute. I like that one there. And we got silver ones. We got all colors here. Put another red one back there, just to kind of fill in the gaps. All right, so let's see. Let's set that over here for now. Get that ribbon out of the way. And I'm just going to kind of keep layering these in here. One in the center there for now. Okay. So now back to these lights. I love lights. Don't like putting them in though, because they always want to give me a hard time. But yeah, you just gotta keep bending it towards, you know, this inside of your bowl here. Let's see. That's gonna work for me. Hold that. Yep, look at that. That is gonna help me out quite a bit. Hold those lights. Get in there. There we go. See, some things do just work out. I wish I had different ones. You know what? I need more colors of Christmas balls, but I just don't have them right now. And of course, they're not out in the store quite yet at Dollar Tree, so we're just going to work with what we have for this project. All right, I'm just going to set that one there, and I want to grab a few more of these small ones that we're just going to tuck in there. I mean, this isn't a hard project whatsoever. It's just a matter of filling in these little blank spaces with some other ones. Need some different colors. There we go. This is going to be super cute. Love it, love it. I think I make something similar to this. Like every year I add to another one to the mix. Let's see. Let's get some red ones and silver ones back there. And we'll throw in a gold one. And then we can put this other ball in here. Are you going to fit? All right, now we're going to work the rest of these lights down in here. And I think I went the wrong way on that. That's okay. All right. Get around, because then you're going to figure this is good. Where's my seam? There's a seam on this bowl. So I guess I'll make this like the front right here. So then this is going to get tucked back here, since this will be the back. And I want that right to hang over just like that. And then we're going to hide this in the back of this little Christmas tree that we're going to put on here. But for now, I'm just going to put a piece of tape to hold that in place for me until I'm ready to put this top piece on here. Let's see. See, and that's how that'll light up so pretty. So pretty. Alright, I don't like that wire right there. I'm going to have to poke it out of my way as soon as I find something to poke it with. Here we go. That I don't like right there. It needs to be behind this little ball. There we go. That's better. Oh, how cute. I love it. Love it, love it. And you can fill them with all, you know, a whole bunch more of these if you want. You can add some more down in here. There. Fill it up a little bit more. I need another gold one out here. There you go. But depending, you know, I can't really tell you how many of these little balls it's going to take. It depends on your size of your container, so it didn't take too many, but you know, they always have these out. And I'm going to have to check better deal this year at Dollar Tree or Walmart. You never know anymore. But all right, let's shut this off here for now. There we go. I'll move that aside. I have this ribbon here I want to put around the edge of that foam piece. I thought would be pretty. Come on. These scissors I got at Aldi's, and they don't really have a point on them. It's driving me nuts, and I don't know where I sat my other ones. Here's one with more of a point. There we go. Eesh. All right. So there we have that ribbon. So now we're going to take this piece over here that was drying, and we're just going to take our scissors, go around the edge here, trim it up as need be. I tried to cut this before I put it on, and this material stretched so much that it didn't look right whatsoever. So I figured I'm just going to glue it on first, trim it off later, and that seemed to done the trick there. All right, so that's going to be our top piece here. And I want to take this pretty glittery ribbon, and we're just going to glue that all the way around the edge of this, right underneath that snow. And I think that'll be so pretty. So let me get some of my hot glue going here. Come on. Put that on. So pretty. It's the only time I like really glitter stuff. Like I always say, I'm always glittery from December. Or probably from, not even December, because I usually start in like October, November doing my crafts. So yeah, I'm pretty much got glitter on me for months, but that's okay. There we go. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. This is a very easy project. I mean, there's no painting involved, which I love. I mean, I don't mind painting things, but sometimes you just want a nice, easy, as I call it, easy peasy craft project, and this is definitely one. And then you can decorate these in so many different ways, whatever your style is. You know, if you don't want to use a glittery ribbon, you could use something else. And as far as the decorations on the top, you know, whatever you might have. The snowman I'm putting on here is actually from Dollar General that I got, I think a couple years ago. They still are having some dollar items, which is nice. Mine never does, but where my daughter lives, she always finds tons of things at Dollar General. The one around here that I went to, well, I have two, and I never find anything. But there, that is our top piece here. It's kind of dark in here today. I have these beautiful windows in here, you know, but of course it's cloudy when I'm doing this. But I have all my lights on. I don't know why it looks so dark. But anyway, very pretty. And that's going to sit right on the top of our thing here when we're all done. That's going to get glued on here. All right. So now we're going to decorate this. Oh, what do I do with the back of it? Oh, my seam in the back. Where'd you go? Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. Okay. So that'll be the back. So I have one of these trees from Dollar Tree that I had in my stash, and it had this little wooden block on it, and they just unscrew. If you just unscrew them right off of there, and then you have this little wire piece that we're gonna jam into this thing here. Let me find my little poker thing so I can make a hole. I think I decided I want this kind of off to the side. All right, let me set my stuff on here because we're gonna have our snowman on here. I think that can go right in the back. That'll be good. And then I'm going to add some of these little presents to it that I got from Dollar Tree last year. So let's see. Let's poke a hole in this fabric here so I can get this thing in here nicely. All right, we're going to add some hot glue on the bottom of this thing. And we are going to put that right down in that hole. I think I missed it. Nope, there it goes. Let me make sure I got, there we go. I want all those pretty beads in the front. All right, now where's my crease? There it is. Okay. So that's going to go there. I might add a little more glue underneath here to hold this up a little better. And now that this fabric is nice and secure, it's not going to lift up. All right, so there's our tree. Now for a little snowman, see, he was just $1. I'm going to trim that piece off there. What did I do with my teeny weeny scissors? Oh, there they are. These I got from Dollar. They came out with these at Dollar Tree when Crafter Square section started, and I could never find them again. They have other ones, but they're not the same. This has such a nice sharp point to it. So I wish they would have kept using those. Let's see if I can get this off. It's got a ribbon. See if I can get that ribbon out of there. I know I used one of these last year and I could not get the staple out. So I just get all this stuff off and I just kind of painted over top of it because I can't get that little staple out of there. I don't even think I could get it with this thing. No, it's like really down in that wood. It's ridiculous. All right, I'll work on that more after. I'm just going to color that in with some, nothing, here we go, with this black Sharpie. And hopefully I can peel some more of that off there, but I'll do that after. I'm going to cover up that staple with some of this Sharpie so you don't really see that. So there you go. Not too bad. And we're just going to put a bunch of hot glue on his butt and glue him down on here. Right here. So cute. And then I want to take these packages and I want to glue them together. Let's see, what do I want on the top? I might want the red one on the top. But I kind of want to do them kind of like on an angle. See how this is going to work. So these will kind of go like so. And then this one's going to go right on the top. And there we go. Nah, they moved it. There we go. Like so. Just so they're kind of like angled just a little bit, if you can see that. And then I'm going to try to do this while they're still cooling here. Hopefully don't fall apart on me. Don't do it. They are going to go right here in front of this tree. And you could add more. I was thinking of putting a couple, maybe, I might put that up here too, a couple of these little, kind of big though for this. Maybe just the red one of these little ornaments just to kind of add a little more to it. Or you could add whatever you want. You could add some greens if you wanted, whatever. So I'm going to leave that be till that all cools off for a second. And I want to use... Let me get you out of my way. Get this out of here before I stab myself, because I'll do it. Where is it? I'm going to use some of this Fix-All adhesive, it's called. Super glue from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to put that around the edge of this, and then glue this with a little bit of hot glue to hold it well, because this is going to take like, probably, I would leave it sit overnight. Honestly, this stuff holds everything pretty great, but you really have to, you know, give it its drying time. So that's why I do a lot of these things at night and then just let it sit. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to just let me check this thing exactly where it's going to sit. And it's just going to fit just around the edge here. So I just need it around that very inner edge. So we're going to put a bunch of this on here, and this wire is going to be fine just underneath there because it's not heavy on it or anything. So I need some of this glue. I don't want to get it on the inside, and I'm going to add a little hot glue too, just to keep it in place for me until this stuff dries. Did I get one in there? I sure did get a glue web in there. Get out of there. All right, so then we're just going to add, maybe back here, I'll put a dot of this hot glue. We're almost done here, guys. I'm telling you, this is just so easy. Put a dot of glue there, there, and over here. Maybe one here too. Good measure. Get up, don't drip in there. And then we're just going to set this little guy right on top here. I have my wire in the right spot. Yes, I do, right in the back there. And now we just have to have some patience and let this little guy dry. But that is it. Let me raise this up here now. There's top. Oh, come on, camera, move. This thing is so... Whoa, sorry guys, didn't mean to make you dizzy. The thing's so stiff anymore. Needs a little oil or something. But yeah, how cute. So let's turn this on. Like I said, you can add whatever you want on top of these. We're still not quite high enough. There we go. And we'll shut some of these lights off. Let's see how pretty this is going to be. There we go. Oh, I love it. That's just going to... I still have my one big light on behind me. But that is just going to look so pretty at nighttime. It just makes all the little balls in there glow so nicely. But anyway, I'll take a nice picture of this without all the junk in the background and put it at the end of the video. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this project and gave you maybe a little idea. And I will see you all next time. Have a great day, everyone.